Thank you, sir. That was just the need of the hour, just what we needed. So there's nothing more for me to review what you've already said. Now I would like to invite Dr. Ramachandra Bhat, and you all know him. Doesn't need an introduction. To talk to us about the topic of the discussion today. One is, what is the relationship between IKS and science, and also the fact that IKS is inherently pluralistic. That was another point of attack. So, welcome, Dr. Ramachandra. Would you like to speak from there? Or water.
Vijnanam yajnam tanute karmani tanute vija Vijnanam deva sarve brahmajyeshtam upasate Atra upavishya, sitting here, I could enrich my Shatrubodha plus Swattva Shodha. Bodha Shodha, both are combined. It is very much time friendly, whatever we could hear from highly respected elder. Vijnanam is the real key word now to introduce our cultural heritage. Indian cultural heritage published by Ramakrishna Mission. It is so highly enriched with that thought process of our sages for many ages, mainly that age where Dharma chariot was moving with its four wheels. Tapaparam, Jnanam, Yajnaha, Dhanam, four values. So, if you understand these four values of different ages of cultural heritage, we understand this book also. And it is translated to Kannada also. 2 volumes are translated. There are 6 volumes. Highly funded. It is an encyclopedia. That is how it is enriched, highly enriching. How to understand science in the Indian context? It is, in 4 words, it is narrated in the Acharya Upanishad. We are familiar with Vijnanam word, but Acharya Upanishad starts with Samjnanam, Ajnanam, Vijnanam, Prajnanam. 4 words are used. Acharya Shankara made all these concepts very clear easily understandable in his bhashya. Whatever knowledge or cognitive clarity we acquire or enrich by the verbal media, that is Vangmaya, that belongs to the Samjnanam category. By reading many granthas, we enrich our knowledge. So that part is very much highly enriching, no doubt. But before Mahabharata time, Lipi was not in use, script was not used. Only human brain used for all type of understandings and enrichment of knowledge, cognitive clarity at the climax. Only after Mahabharata we started writing that kala. What kala? Lekhana kala. It was introduced by some Ganapati. Ganapati means Gananam Patihi. Some representative of a village. He could construct those letters for all those phonetics and vowels and consonants. If you do this, like this rekha, that rekha, rekha uparekha. In Sanskrit we call it lipihi means rekho parekha vinyasa. Before that it was not necessary. For man of that Krita Treda Yuga, Sri Ramachandra, Vishwamitra Vasishtha, no outer image or symbol was necessary to them. Only using their brain power, right brain power, they could enrich their knowledge and share their knowledge. Okay, that is a Samjnana. Then second one is Ajnana. Ajnana means theory of everything, which we call now in science, which is very popular word. Theory of everything. Even Stephen against has written to this name. But our concept is different. It is Mahavakyas. Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, that is theory of everything. That means using one single parameter or a lock, we can unlock all mysteries of whole wonder. That is how it was used to unlock many venues and many doors. We use only a single key, that is Mahavakya. I don't take so much time now for that. But that is called Ajnana. A means Ang. Ang Abhivyakti in Sanskritam it is called. A Samanta Jnanam, all inclusive knowledge or master keyword. That is how we can translate loosely. And the third one is Prajnanam. All perceptions belong to Prajnanam. Using our sensory organs connected to our mind and mind connected to consciousness. Atma manasa sanyujyate, manaha indriyena, indriyam arthena, outer objects, tata pratyaksham. That knowledge, using this mechanism, whatever knowledge we take or we obtain, that is called Prajnana. Vijnanam is Shilpa Shastra Yoga. All those, whatever we tell now, technology, using all this material things, whatever yantra, tantra we produce, we manufacture, gadgets, different type of, that is Vijnana. That is how, what type of. All these four are there in our IKS. That is why our Indian knowledge, that is why in Sanskritam I tell Bharatiya Jnana Sampada. Not only Parampara. Parampara is a lineage. Yes, we have that type of lineage, but it is very much damaged in this age of innovation. Out of 1134 1131 branches of Rig, Sama, Atharva, only even 10, 11 branches are there now in practice. That much loss of knowledge. In Rigveda 21, we have only one shaka. In Yajurveda 101, only 3. In Samaveda 1000 type of singing modes, only 3 we have. In Atharvaveda, out of 9, only 1. That much loss. That is why this Indian knowledge sampat, treasure, it was so much damaged. But still, they are there. How it is maintained? Even though that Vedarashi is lost, it is not available now. And those lights, that heap of light of Vedic science, it is summarized in the form of sutras. Sutras are available. There are also so much loss because of our own Indian scholars' problem. Some scholars, they just shifted their attention to only Kavya, just to satisfy those so-called rulers of that time. You have to accept this one. But however, this much remained. So, Bharatiya Jnana Sampat, it is in vipat now, in trouble. However, whatever is remaining, we have to protect it. And now, how to understand this one? Bharatiya Jnana Prabhu. Because so much heap of dust it is on this. And we can't say that it must be protected by Sanskrit scholars, Shastra scholars. Okay. But the problem is, Sanskrit itself is misunderstood. It is simply, compressed to only language level, brought to forcibly language level. So all other languages started fighting against Sanskrit, so that it lost its language state also. Now the schools are introducing Sanskrit. First, it was in the first place, now even third place also. Problem, yeah. But Sanskrit means it is not a mere language. First of all, you must understand it is paribhasha, it is vibhasha, it is prabhasha. Moral, it is paribhasha, atibhasha. Here we have to understand it. Because Bharatamuni says Sanskrit is not a bhasha, it is what? Atibhasha. What is that? What are those characteristics and properties? Samskara guna sanyutta samyak jnana prakashita. So Sanskritam is atibhasha. Because if you don't understand all this, we cannot understand what is that IKS means. Sanskritam, what it is, that is to be understood. Two properties, Bharata says. Samskara guna is there. That is why it is not mere bhasha. Other languages, if you pronounce it, they never create any vibrations in the akasha and antariksha. And they cannot become the means for healing the effects. But it is already proven. That's even every word, not only Omkar Dhvani, every syllable, every vowel and vyanjana got that power when we properly pronounce it using all these organs starting from throat to our lip and applying the very much balanced air pressure, that is called yatna, varana, swara, matra, balam, sama, santana. These 5, 6. If they are not properly taken care of, we cannot pronounce Sanskritam. That is Artha Sanskritam. If just we say some sentence we utter, that is not Sanskrit. Because there is no Udata Swara Shuddhi, no Sasva Dirgha Prota Shuddhi, no Prayatna Sausthavam. So that all these 6 items, 6 main credentials, they must be properly maintained. While pronouncing given mantra, if single mantra, Agni Purohitam, Yajnasya Devam Tujam, or this type of pronunciation, clarity at the pronunciation level and intonation level, we must go to Guru's only. There is no other way. So with this much preparation, if we study, that becomes the real Sanskritam. Samskara guna will be there. Otherwise, Sanskritam, oh, you can use Ahasa Gachati, Amagachami. But that is not Samyak Kritam Sanskritam. That is properly understood. Only Kritam Bhavati, Natu Samyak Kritam. Samyak Kritam means all 6 items must be there. No, just Sanskritam na bhavati. That Sanskritam it is only 100% in Vedas. Samyak Kritam. And compared to that clarity, if we go to Sutra Sahitya, then we will less 5 to 10% Sutra. Then it is Bhashya. After it is Vartikam, Uktanu, Durukta Chintanam, and Karikaha. After that, there becomes Tika. Tika means Kannada Tika. Tika means Sanskrit Vyakhya. Then it will be followed by Vritti. Vritti also will be, then it will be followed by Vada. Vada Granthas are there, many, hundreds. Then it will be, just for the convenience of understanding of ordinary Sanskrit readers, Gadya and Padya. So the real knowledge, IKS, means it is starting from Veda to Vada. Veda to Vada. Gadya, Padya, Katha, Sahitya, everything is there. But in all other languages, they are still more, very rich. That is how we have to understand what is the real source of IKS, Indian knowledge system. That means Veda to Vada. There also, again, if we just go to the root level, for the climax of knowledge, we must depend upon Vedas. That much we have to understand. That is how. So, Sutram, Bhashyam, Vartikam, Karika, Tika, Prakaranam, Vadaha. That is how that order, descending order. If you go to ascending order, starting from Vada, we must go to Veda. Now we are in this Vada age. That is what just now Professor has elaborately presented that. In this Vada level, many peculiar type of philosophies emerged. Somewhere some Kant, somewhere Sartre, somewhere this so-called what to say in psychology, in Sigmund Freud and Oscar Wilde, all this wide, all these thoughts. But only Vada means in India also it is the only Khandanam Mandaram don't want. Vada means it is not Vada also. It is only Jalpa and Vedanta, only Paramatha Khandanam. That we don't bring to our IKS level. They are not at all. It's not at all good taste. That is why Veda to Vada Paryantam IKS Srota. Srota means source. That is how we can understand. So now just conclude. That is why IKS means, you can just take it as sutra. It is for humanity. It is for generosity. It is for spirituality. It is for integrity. So that it is for clarity. So there it is. Everywhere you can go. Anywhere, any cacophony is there in Vedic. Shrunvanto Vishwamaryam Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. So that this type of distinctions, upset, lower, higher, all this are not at all permitted. In Rishi Vijnana, in Rishi's mind, all these small considerations never take place, never be admitted. So Rishis were Anobhadraha Katavo Yentu Vishwata. Let noble thoughts come to us from all sides. That is how they have taken. That is how they could enrich. Only this much I can share. So with this much Sutra Rupa Samvada, not Samvada started, now we have to start Samvada. Samvada is good, not Vivada. So I think you could grasp it well. Yes, from this Sutra type, I just shared this knowledge. It is now in your Kridanganam. एतावदेव अहं वदामि अहं संस्कृतेनैव सर्वदापि सम्भाषणं करोमि मम गुरुकुले संस्कृतमाध्यमेन पाठयामि प्रतिदिनं पाठयामि ब्रह्मसूत्रम् उपनिषदं भगवद्गीतां तथैव अहं पाश्चात्यज्ञानस्यापि सङ्ग्रहणं सम्यक् कृतवान् सैकालजि मध्येपि पाश्चात्यानां विचारं सम्यक् अधीतवान् मेजर् इंग्लिश अधीतवान् पाश्चात्य भाषाविज्ञानमपि सम्यक् गृहीतवान् अतः कंपैरेटिव नॉलेज एंड कॉन्ट्रास्ट अर्थात दृष्टांत द्वारा सादृश्य वैदृश्य द्वारा it is understood. I got that type of gurus. That is why this much knowledge I am very happy to share with you. धन्यवाद. शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. वेदतः वादः भवतु न तु विवादः.
धन्यवादः महोदय.
धन्यवादः.